Greetings. This is Dr. Degovia welcoming you to a mindfulness session incorporating storytelling and the complete breath. Mindfulness is the quality or state of being conscious or aware of something, a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations used as a therapeutic technique. In other words, mindfulness gives you a moment to become aware of you, your body, and your thoughts. Today's session is going to incorporate a story as well as the complete breath to help you anchor your mindfulness. As we enter into this practice, 3 guidelines that I'd like to share with you around having an effective breathing practice are: 1, you want to make sure that you are comfortable. Therefore, please establish physical and mental comfort as the foundation for your breathing practice. You get to be as comfortable as you need to be within this moment. It is recommended that you have a home base. In other words, a way that you feel comfortable, that you can always venture out from if you want to explore, but you can always return back to, that is of value to you in your practice. The second offering is that you exercise agency, where you're able to identify and work within your window of tolerance. Choose the qualities of sensation and experience that you wish to explore, and things that don't feel so good, feel free to adjust them accordingly. And lastly, be intentional within your breathing practice. The goal of breathing practices is to cultivate a dynamic balance within the nervous system that supports your clarity of mind and skillful behavior. This is all intended to work for your greater good, bringing an awareness to your mind, your body, and your spirit. Today's story is called The Monk's Heavy Load, and it is out of the text, Kindness, a Treasury of Buddhist Wisdom for Children and Parents by Sarah Conover. It begins with the quote, "Delight in mindfulness, notice your thoughts." Delight in mindfulness, notice your thoughts. The Monk's Heavy Load. One fine, warm spring day, 2 monks, one young and one old, were traveling to a village far from their monastery to do some trading. In the high mountains where they lived, there were only small trails between villages, no roads, and few bridges. This spring had been especially warm. Winter's dense snow was melting quickly, and many streams had become too swollen and dangerous to cross. After walking a distance on a rugged, steep trail, the 2 monks came upon a fast-moving stream where a small young woman stood timidly on the bank, afraid to cross. The young monk reminded himself that as a part of his religious training, he had vowed never to touch anyone of the opposite sex. He nodded to the young woman as he passed her by, lifted his monk's robe up slightly, and carefully began to negotiate the stream. But to his amazement, the elder monk sped right past him while carrying the woman in his arms. When the old monk put her down on the far shore, she bowed respectfully to him in thanks. Not saying a word in reply, he gave her a bright, broad smile and went on his way with a quick step. The young monk saw that the elder had continued on without him. With some effort, he finally managed to catch up, but as they walked on, he considered and reconsidered the old monk's action back at the stream. With each passing mile, his thoughts grew angrier and angrier, until hours later, he stopped in his tracks. Flushed with rage, he shouted and sputtered at the old monk. "You broke your sacred vows. You were never to touch a woman. How can you forgive yourself? You should not be allowed back to our monastery." Surprised at this outburst, the old monk turned to face him. "I dropped that woman hours ago," he said. Have you been carrying her all this time? Delight in mindfulness. Notice your thoughts. There are times when we are like the young monk. When time has passed, the incident has gone by, and we're still holding on to it. And in holding on to it, similar to the young monk, we find ourselves angry and resentful. Meanwhile, the person or situation has already moved on, as did the old monk. So with that in mind, I invite you to delight in mindfulness and notice your thoughts as we engage the complete breath. The complete breath encourages students to practice deepening and slowing the rhythms of their breathing. This pattern of deep, slow breathing engages the muscles of respiration more fully and engages more air through the lungs than a typical breath does. The complete breath is also sometimes referred to as the three-part breath because of the way the technique works on the different areas of the body. And those areas of the body are the belly, the ribs, and the chest and collarbone area. With that said, I invite you to now sit on the floor, a cushion or chair, with a posture that feels steady but comfortable and allows the spine to elongate and the abdomen to relax. You may close your eyes if you choose. Relax your jaw, the features of your face and shoulders. Sometimes we hold tensions in these areas. You're welcome to move them around. Your shoulders, you may want to lift them up, put them down, move them in circles forward, move them in circles back. Your jaw, you may want to wiggle the bottom, your jaw, because only the bottom part of our mouth moves. So just move the bottom part of your jaw. Features of your face, you may want to blink a little, smile, bring it back down to no smile, smile, no smile, smile, no smile. The bottom line is your facial features get to be relaxed. As you're doing all of this, continue breathing as you normally would. And I invite you to bring your attention to your breath as it normally is. With that, place your hands on your belly, your left hand and your right hand, and feel your belly. Expand into your hands as you inhale, then relax and release as you exhale. Expand into your hands. You may feel your fingers separate a little bit as you inhale. And then when you relax and release it, your fingers may come back together. The purpose here is to begin to bring an awareness to what breath does to your belly. Inhaling, expansion, exhaling, relaxation and release. Inhaling, expansion, exhaling, contracting and release. Try that a couple times on your own, at your own pace. Whatever inhaling and exhaling looks like for you. For those of you who want to test the boundaries a little bit, maybe exaggerate it. Take a nice deep inhalation in. And then when you exhale out, push all the air out so it contracts back. Whatever feels comfortable. This is the agency that I talked about. Knowing where your safe comfort spot is, and then having the agency to say, you know what, I would like to explore more here or not. Take one more breath in, inhaling. And on the exhalation, I invite you to bring your hands to the sides of your ribs and feel the rib cage. And again, here you're going to feel with every inhalation, there's an expansion. And with every exhalation, there's a release and a contraction. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, relax and release. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, relax and release. Bringing your awareness to what happens to your rib cage with every breath you take. What every inhalation does, what every exhalation does. Enjoy your breath. Inhale, exhale. Take a deep breath in. Inhale deeply. And then exhale deeply till all the air is out. Notice the difference between that one and the breath you did before. Again, take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale out. Let all the air out. Try this practice on your own, utilizing the breath as you see fit. Inhaling and exhaling. On the next exhalation, I invite you to bring your hands to your collarbones and chest and feel the upper chest rise when you inhale, and then relax as you exhale. Feel your chest rise with the inhalation. Feel your chest fall with the exhalation. Rise with the inhalation. Fall with the exhalation. Enjoy this movement for a moment, focusing on your breath, what your inhalations and exhalation does to your chest and collarbone area. Inhaling and exhaling. Take one more breath here, and we're going to go into combining the movements to create a slow, smooth, and full inhalation, and then exhale slowly, gently, engaging the abdomen to empty completely but without any strain. This is our 3-part breathing, or our complete breath. When we breathe through the belly, the ribs, and all the way up to the chest and the collarbone. And then we exhale where the chest will then relax. The ribs will relax, and the belly is emptied out and also relaxes. Inhale, feel the expansion of your belly, the ribs, your chest rising, your collarbone rising. And exhale out, collarbone falling, chest falling, ribs relaxing and releasing, and stomach emptying it out. So inhale, belly, ribs, chest, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, chest, ribs, belly. Now try that at your own pace. Inhaling, starting with the belly, having it rise up to the ribs, having it go to the chest and the collarbone, and then exhaling from the collarbone down to the chest, back to the ribs, and emptying out the stomach. Do that at your own pace. Some of you may choose to keep one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest so you can feel the different parts of your body rise, or you're invited to keep your hands on your knees or your laps while you're doing the complete breath. Either way, it's good to build an awareness of where your breath is within the 3-part breathing process. So you're inhaling through 3 parts: belly, ribs, chest, collarbone area, down chest, ribs, belly. You're also invited to free yourself from breathing in any particular way. You may do it at your own pace. Just be sure to continue to breathe and exhale through the 3 parts. One more round of breaths using the complete breath. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest, collarbone. Exhaling, collarbone, chest, ribs, belly. When you're ready, you're welcome to readjust your eyes to the room that you're in. Thank you for participating in today's mindfulness session, an exploration of storytelling and the complete breath. May you delight in your mindfulness. May you notice your thoughts. This is Dr. Degovia signing out. Namaste.